This is a copyrighted work. Unauthorized copying or distribution is a crime punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a fine of $250,000.
Scholastic Audio presents Just Another Meet Cute by Jenn P. Nguyen, read by Carolina Doe. One. 3 hours and 26 minutes. That was exactly how long it took for this family reunion to make me go running into the woods like Bigfoot, being chased off by the villagers. Although, instead of running, I requested an Uber to Flint Rock Loop. Squinting up at the beaming sun, I fumbled in my bag for my sunglasses. Luckily, it was still cool enough that I didn't instantly melt into a Nina puddle on the trail, which was pretty rare for this time in the summer. Thank God for the freak cold front that blew through this past weekend. Being a native Austinite, I knew that anything below 90 degrees was pretty much a miracle. This past year in Houston wasn't much different, though. I pretty much traded in tangerines for mandarins when I moved. Despite the nice weather, the park wasn't too crowded today. There were just a few lone hikers here and there, the hardcore ones with actual climbing boots and metal-insulated water bottles hanging off their leather belts. They made my tiny crossbody purse and juice box look pathetic in comparison. At least I was wearing sneakers, though. Thank goodness I left behind a pair in my aunt's hall coat closet before we moved from her house to Houston. They were a little dusty, but they still worked for my escape. I felt kinda bad hiding out here. I mean, I love my family. I waited all year to see Aunt Sarah and my cousin Lynn again. Being with them made me warm and happy. Finally, our family could be together again, the way it's supposed to be. Too bad it never lasts. Once my aunt started complaining about Dad, she kept going. And going, and going. And going, like a bitter Energizer bunny. Until finally I had to leave before I accidentally blurted out something that would really get me grounded. Not to mention embarrassing the hell out of Mom. So, really, I was doing us both a favor for bolting. You're welcome, Mom. I glanced at the map on my phone. 1.5 miles in 45 minutes with only another mile left in the trail. Not too bad. I could probably make it up there and back before grabbing a bubble tea at Tea Cafe before it closed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?